In the world in which we live, not bordered by maps alone, not contained by flags or fenced by oceans, in the world in which we live, United States is only one mirror, one reflection in a hall of fractured glass. Because beyond it, stretching past coastlines and currencies, there is Earth, spinning quiet under loud mistakes. In the world in which we live, America breathes contradictions, freedom sung in anthems, control whispered in back rooms. But beyond America, other nations hum the same uneasy tune, just in different keys, different languages of power. In the world in which we live, we have become more like machines, and now machines are becoming more like humans. In the world in which we live, we wonder what lies ahead, yet we don't regard the past. In the world in which we live, nothing can be made up as something, and on the flip side of that coin, something, anything, everything could be made up as nothing. In the world in which we live, knowledge is power, yet power can be corrupted. They say the truth can set you free. Does that make the lock and key a lie? In the world in which we live, politicians tell people what they want to hear, not what they need to hear. In the world in which we live, corruption is not a citizen. It holds no passport, yet crosses every border unchecked. In the world in which we live, greed translates perfectly. No accent, no dialect. Currency is its only grammar. In the world in which we live, war is global theater. Stage lights shifting continents, actors replaced, script unchanged. In the world in which we live, violence wears many uniforms, some stitched with flags, some stitched with hunger, some with nothing at all. In the world in which we live, sin is no longer mythic. It's logistical, scheduled, budgeted, optimized. In the world in which we live, drugs flow like underground rivers, through cities in North America, through alleys in Europe, through ports in Asia, through shadows in South America, through silence in Africa. Different routes, same escape. In the world in which we live, ignorance is exported and imported, truth filtered, facts bent to fit whatever story sells best. In the world in which we live, division is cultivated, not just left versus right, but tribe versus tribe, history versus history, pain versus pain, black versus white, gay versus straight, the rich versus the poor, man versus woman. We are the divided states, or so it appears. In the world in which we live, we are closer than ever and further apart than ever at once. Signals cross oceans instantly, yet understanding drowns before it arrives. In the world in which we live, a child in one country feels the consequence of a decision made in another. In the world in which we live, power is centralized, but suffering is distributed to all others equally. In the world in which we live, we inherit systems we didn't build, yet are told to defend or destroy as if they were born from our own hands. In the world in which we live, America and beyond, there are still small defiances, quiet refusals to hate, quiet choices to see another human as more than a label. In the world in which we live, a hand extended in one place echoes further than a speech in another. In the world in which we live, hope does not belong to any nation. It migrates, it survives, it hides where it must. In the world in which we live, say it again, this is not one story. It is billions, stacked, colliding, overlapping. A world heavy with fault, yet still turning, still offering one fragile, stubborn possibility. That awareness becomes change, that repetition becomes realization, that seeing becomes doing. In the world in which we live, the question remains, quiet but persistent. Now that you see it, what do you do with it?